I mean, that's a huge awareness that we know that we have a choice. How many people walk this world and think the world is just the world and there's nothing I can do about it? But the fact that you know I have a choice in what I'm going to experience today, whether I choose to make that choice for peace or not, becomes my choice, right? So I can't blame anybody else. As much as I may want to, and as much as I may do it at times, it brings me no peace. But anyway, this goes on to say, so you've got this really powerful one that says, what will protect you in the third paragraph, and then you have this fourth paragraph where it says, so put not your faith in illusions. That's a little short sentence, but we put so much faith in illusions. So put not your faith in illusions. Why? Because they will always fail you. Now, for a while, we can keep the merry-go-round going. It can look like a little, sideshow carnival, but it doesn't last. It doesn't last. They will fail. The things of the world will fail. Put all your faith in the love of God within you. Why? Because it is eternal, changeless, and forever unfailing. This is the answer to whatever confronts you today. And I like that because it's not saying this could possibly be the answer to whatever confronts you today. It says, no, this is the answer to whatever confronts you today. How many times do you see that in workbook lessons? A lot. A lot. It'll often say, do this. This is the answer. Practice this. This will bring you peace. It says these things because it takes a lot to get through this thick skull of ours that thinks there's something else other than God that's going to work for me. And that's what this is saying. This is the answer. I am sustained by the love of God. Well, what about this? No, I am sustained by the love of God. What about that? No, I am sustained by the love of God. To bring ourselves back to that awareness. Just saying those words, doesn't it make you peaceful? Just putting those words together. Say it with me. I am sustained by the love of God. Do you say that? Are you angry when you say it? It's almost like Jeffrey has a habit of, and I love this, of skipping. He's always done this. We would take a walk and he skips. Now, he would do that when he was younger because we would walk and our legs would walk faster than his and his little short legs. But instead of running, he would skip. He would always skip. And I always said, you cannot skip. You can't skip and not smile. Whenever you skip, you smile. Try skipping. I dare you. When you walk out of this room tonight, skip. You will smile. You just cannot help it. And even now, I see Jeffrey sometimes running along, trying to catch up with somebody, and I see him skipping, and he still skips, and it makes me happy. I can't help but when I watch him skip, I smile. And I've said to him before, he's been skipping along, and I said, you cannot skip and not smile. And he goes, yes, I can, and he tries. And then his mouth just turns to a smile. He cannot help but smile when you skip. And I think that that's kind of the same way it is with this lesson. I am sustained by the love of God. It cannot help but bring you a sense of peace when you say it. Not that the words are so magical, but they mean something to you. And I think it calls upon, as the Course would say, we've built up a lot of ancient learning to the truth. I think it harkens to something within your soul that really makes sense to us, that we are sustained by something more than this, and we know that. I was listening to 60 Minutes had a thing on Neil deGrasse Tyson, the astrophysicist who's like the rock star of everybody. People just love this guy. Kind of took over for Carl Sagan. And I love, he says, I'm so excited. He's so excited. It's just infectious. He's so excited about the galaxies and about the world. And he says, why am I so excited about space? Why do I want people to know about this? He says, because when we look out there and see that and realize that we are a part of all of that, why would you not want to help everybody in any way you possibly can? Because we know that as we help each other build this planet better, make this world better, I'm helping myself. I mean, everything out there proves that. Carl Sagan always used to say what? We are all star stuff, right? We're just pieces of the stars. So we all share a similar DNA. And we might say just because we're human. No, we share it with every living thing. That's the dogs and the cats and the plants and the earth and everything. We share this similarity. So to me, when we say, I am sustained by the love of God, it harkens to something deeper inside of us. You've got this guy out there talking about the similarities we all are. Well, this brings us even more past just our physiological being. This is to our spiritual essence. When we say this, it kind of lights something up inside of us where we know we are much more connected to that big old frog sitting behind the bench. You know, we're much more connected when we talk about our relatives that we have trouble with. You know, we're much more connected when we think of our bosses and our employees or our, friends. We're much more connected. And so it makes us realize it's time for us to awaken to this. I am sustained by the love of God. That's the truth about me. If I can hold on to that, I can handle anything that comes my way. And that's what this is saying. Put not your faith in all of these illusions because they'll fail. Put your faith in the love of God because this is what is eternal. This is what is changeless. This is what is forever unfailing. And that's what that Neil deGrasse Tyson is even saying on a physiological level. He's saying we're so interconnected. But now take it to the spiritual level, we're so interconnected that this truth will not fail us. This is the answer to whatever confronts you today. Through this truth, the love of God within you, you can resolve all seeming difficulties without effort and ensure confidence. And that's what Deb in New York was kind of talking about. And that's even what you're talking about, Terry. Now, you don't have to build up bolster up your ego to make yourself better. You can just understand. Like you said, we all kind of understand the guys with the biggest egos have the biggest problems at home. And their wives are quickly there to deflate their egos, right? All of us wives, we're good at deflating egos, right? They'll deflate them when they come home. That's what they do. Anyway, through the love of God within you, you can resolve all seeming difficulties without effort and ensure confidence. Look at that. Wow. Tell yourself this often today. It is the declaration of release from your belief in idols. It is the acknowledgement of the truth about yourself. I am sustained by the love of God.